We're about truth. Wisdom. Empowerment. Urban Family Talk.
Everyone says, something about pressure and something about holding people accountable. And you've even mentioned reforming Islam. That is an amazing point to make. It should be driven home. I should probably do a whole hour on what that looks like, and comparatively speaking about how Judaism was reformed and how Christianity went through the Reformation. That would be a fascinating topic to delve into. But what about this pressure? What specifically do you mean when you say unbelievable pressure?
Well, one of the best ways the U.S. can do it is through diplomacy and economics. So you look at Donald Trump just went over to Saudi Arabia, and he was bragging about this weapons package that the Saudis bought. And the Saudis are the biggest purchasers of U.S. military equipment outside the U.S. military. Now, what isn't as widely known is that someone, I can't remember if it was Jared Kushner or someone else, but someone from the Trump administration reached out to one of the defense contractors or the the military equipment manufacturers and asked them to cut a price on, I believe it was a missile system, so that the Saudis got an even better deal. Well, what we ought to be doing is every time there is an attack, and I don't care if it's a Saudi national or not, every time there's an attack, we need to find another way that we can put pressure on them through, like I said, diplomacy or economics, so that we could have said to the Saudis in particular, okay, you want this weapons package? Well, here's what it's going to cost, but we can get it to you for this if you do this reform. You let these people out of prison, or you move these 3 concrete steps forward towards free and independent elections in your country. That's a real 30,000-foot, very simple view, but I think what we need to find out is these core Muslim countries, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, places like that want things from the United States, how do we push them to bring about reform in their country while still keeping the ones we need as allies? It is a difficult dance. It's diplomacy and it's economics, but let's make it in their best interest to want to cooperate with us, and what we want are not like what we got in Cuba, which was nothing, no human rights reforms. We need to push them, and with every attack, when it's all over the newspapers and in the TV headlines, we need to look at these Muslim countries and say, you know what, that's another Westerner that just died. Those are more people that were just killed and maimed. What are you going to do? We need to turn it around on them and use those horrible acts towards facilitating change in Islam.
Truth. We're about wisdom. We're about empowerment. Urban Family Talk.